Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live trading session. And today we're going to deep dive into Bitcoin, some altcoins, Ethereum. We're going to make the new plans for this week and see what do we have on the charts, because I do think everyone wants to somehow have some plans and see what he can trade next. Uh, As you can see, my main pivot areas were not holding the previous month low, didn't held also the previous day low, is not holding. We have a clear downtrend. If we watch the structure on low time frame here, we can observe that there is a clear downtrend. Yeah. And even though I was trying to take a 5 minutes long here, the point is that it's only based on the previous 4 hour low, and it's not based on the previous day low. This is a bit more aggressive, and that would require, let's say, to go on 1 minute time frame. But let's start with what we have. Let's go on weekly and monthly time frame. Start off like that. Let's hide everything. Also the OBV. OBV, which is trying to M out also. We have M's everywhere on OBV. It's not looking great. All right. So, what I was saying about this monthly close, and I remember on 21st April, no, May, 21st May, I was mentioning about the fact that, well, it's looking a little bit too ugly. And a lot of people were saying, well, it didn't close like that. Indeed, we didn't close like that in that specific moment in time. But thing is that right now we have a confirmation. We have a really ugly candle body close and week close from that high time frame monthly FEG. One of my rules, and I even explained it publicly, never counter trade a high time frame fair value gap. That's one of the main rules. All right. And right now, basically, the price should seek demand. The first area of major demand sits at 66,000.9. That's the first candle body lows on a monthly time frame. And indeed, we can also speak about the previous all-time high. That's more of a psychological level, not necessarily traditional demand level, right? And you can observe also here when I pinpointed about 82,000, a lot of people were calling for a breakout here. And I did mention, all right, I'll accept the breakout if we manage to get a candle body close above 82,000, which we didn't have. And seems like I was right, even though that's not what I'm seeking. I'm seeking to make profits. So the next area, let's go on a weekly time frame, see what do we have. There's quite some aggression going on here on a weekly time frame. I mean, these candles, they are not looking like they are slowing down anytime soon. So the downtrend will most likely stop, at the moment in which we will observe slowing down from the weekly time frame candles. Even the daily candles are looking quite ugly. Big candle bodies, displacements to the downside, and I think it's not ready, not done yet. I was trying to scalp on 3 5 minutes. So I'm on weekly, because a lot of people now they will ask, well, why do you try to long if you say it's looking like that on weekly and monthly time frame? Well, because I'm trying to take intraday trades and get that 3-to-1 risk to reward. Potentially, maybe we get a V-shaped exit liquidity, and then I'm taking even more profit. So you can make profits both ways. So if we look a little bit at the weekly time frame, I was mentioning that this is a corrective move. There was absolutely nothing bullish here. There is absolutely nothing bullish here. This is corrective, corrective, and we should get another impulsive move. But we will see. I'm going to play level by level and see what the market gives me. One of the biggest confluences for me, it will be total, and I will show you later on what I mean by that. So you can see 67,000 area, 66. That's my main focus, where I will try to look for some long positions. We are close to that one, but not there yet. Yesterday I was mentioning about the fact that if we lose the uptrend momentum here, which we did, yeah, yesterday we had a nice candle body. The thing is that the daily candle is not closed here, so we can get a trend line deviation, get back above the trend line, and yeah, why not? We can play this channel and reject once again at 77,000, 75, 76,000, something like that. The setup is still there. There is still time for this daily candle to have a reclaim, something like this. Goes here and then rejects again. That would be classic price action, but I wouldn't necessarily expect that with a high probability due to the fact that we have lots of news around, and usually that should be just a catalyst for the price action and will make it even more volatile. Also, I mentioned about this equal highs, which are sitting exactly in the golden pocket. That would have been an ideal area for a setup. The thing is that lately price action just left equal highs and then left them on the table, so it can be a bait for presumably some long stacking here with a take profit there, or even short positions to not get in. Psychologically speaking, avoid getting shorts because, well, we have draw of liquidity there, so there's high probability for us to squeeze back up, and a lot of people will avoid shorting. Well, happily, before we started this downtrend move, I posted lots of short positions now. They are deep in profits for who played them. We managed to play pretty nice. The trades yesterday, for example, I took 2 losses, 0.75 total loss. But let's see what we can trade today. Yeah, we have again a previous 4-hour low reclaim. I had initially a stop loss at 69,400 and no 597. I posted a long here, but I closed it break even. I just don't like it because it's not following absolutely anything. This is what I posted earlier. 590, something like that. And I would have liked Monday low to be a partial take profit and then trailing the rest, but still is looking damn premature, honestly. And what I don't like on a low time frame is the fact that we are just riding the downtrend momentum. Okay, slightly on the other side of a trend line, but then if we get this M top here, which we rejected again, most likely it will be a dead cat bounce. I need some proper structure to say on 1 hour or 4 hours to say, okay, look, it looks like it's stopping. For example, here we have some confirmed demand which was displaced with a fair value gap, so most likely this fair value gap will react as resistance once again. All right. I zoomed in a little bit to show you what I was expecting this session, and I didn't receive yet. Main long, honestly, okay, I'll look at these intermediate areas, but for me, the main area for a long would be 64,000 equal lows, range lows, and 78.6. I really like that area a lot. And also, if we look at how slow the move to the upside happened from this pivot low to pivot high, 38 bars on a daily time frame, that would make a 50-50 GAN. Yeah, meaning that about 19 bars, it should have been completed from the top here. So we should be close, or it can go also to 75% of the move, or even 1-to-1. And if it goes 1-to-1, we should get to a bottom in somewhere mid-June. But what I can observe is that this move, it's completely erased way faster than it was built. Not easy. Not easy to trade Bitcoin right now, honestly. Let's go into Bitcoin USDT dominance. First level, which I was mentioning about, this 7.9, which was the previous month high, but it looks like the price is quite strong and is still holding the uptrend momentum. I don't see weakness in this one. And you might say it's a delaying indicator, but I like using it in confluence. So I don't use this one as a reason to take a setup. I use it as a confluence to take a setup. And for the moment, you can see it's just making higher highs and higher lows. Some people ask me about Ethereum, Bitcoin, why Ethereum is performing so well and holding. Well, you have to understand that first dump actually, or pump, when when Bitcoin dumps, Ethereum will hold and say, okay, that's holding quite nice. But then the second dump, Ethereum will just flash crash. And as I'm watching here, this is Ethereum, Bitcoin. You can see it's just going lower and lower. But for the moment, we have an intermediate bounce with a daily W. Point is that we front run again the weekly W, and that makes me think that the next time we go and retest it, it won't hold anymore. I don't like front running like this, like slow moves and then fast dumps. It's just intermediate strength. I mean, a low time frame sign of strength, because on a higher time frame, I do think that Ethereum will recuperate and will dump even further, even faster. But until then, the first area which I did mention for a long period of time, I'm waiting for this level since May, is the equal lows from 78.6 from the shark level. Yeah, also I look at this intermediate trend line, maybe I get some structure. I get some structure on the other side of the trend line. James Wayne is here. Well, hello. And I'm looking for this equal lows at 1.9K, sweep, and then reclaim. I don't think my level will be front run, even though I know we have some order blocks here. But I still think that I'll get my order around this area. So I'm waiting. I don't see any structure low time frame that would make me think long. Let's see. Yeah, holding the previous month low, we don't have a previous day low, a Monday low sweep. Well, we can look for a 3 drives actually here. A Wyckoff accumulation model with a Monday low sweep, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Actually, I would take that. So let's get an alarm here for a fast 5 minutes trade if I get the opportunity. All right, let's go on others and explain what I discussed yesterday, because I posted the subs article, and also I spoke with the guys in the live streams, it's not looking bad. Altcoins, some altcoins, selective altcoins will perform. They are not looking bad. And I will show you XPL and few others that are actually doing quite well. Yeah. So as long as we hold the 186 level, we should go for the next pivot high here at 214. Also, if you remember, I did spoke about this daily M top on Bitcoin dominance and how most likely it will dump into 58.5. Well, we are close to that area. From here, I need to wait because I'm not going to take longs at the end of the move. All right, I need some new structure. I need to see what the price wants to do here. You can see we had a big consolidation, so this can easily turn into a power of three, sort of an AMD, and go lower. Yeah, it can go to 55, 54, but first I need to see how this range lows, because I'll treat it like a range, how this range lows uh, will be treated. So there might be more fuel in some altcoins, all right? And I expect some of them to outperform, like sort of rotation coming from ZEC, coming from Hype, and I will show you some interesting charts later on. So others, I still think there is a little bit more steam in the altcoins to perform a little bit, all right? Now, someone asked me about a setup on Aave, which I took. It was a 10 by 10 week. I had two setups which actually worked pretty nice. If you go back on Hype, I'll show you. Hype did exactly the same stuff with the 10 by 10 week, and I had one more which did exactly the same thing with the 10 by 10 week. So I took a 1% risk, swing long, after I had a confirmation of 1 day candle confirming about the 10 by 10 week. Yeah. So that's a setup, and I had to take it. Um, I know some people asked about another chance here on Hype, and I said that most likely you will get an entry. We already have an M top forming with a previous month high deviation. I will show it to you right now. 1 second. There you go. Previous month high, M top on 1 hour. This is not a bad trade here. We already confirmed the daily candle. Indeed, the risk to reward is not absolutely great. It's not the best, but it's a setup. And you can actually target the range low or this inefficiency and equal lows at 60 bucks. So this is the first setup that I was watching last night to post. XPL was one of the coins that I was mentioning that is not looking bad at all. I still have the long running on XPL. We have a daily W already retested. It's not looking bad. The location was overall good. And I can see this one starting to perform. Maybe it gives me dead cat bounce into 61.8. So that's why I'm saying I think there will be some uh, altcoins performing with the hype meta. So money from hype, as you saw, I'm short on hype. I think will start to flow in other directions. Also, Aster. Aster, we played it pretty nice. We had two longs back to back. Both of them took profit. Now some people in VIP asked me, well, where would you like to take a long again? And I said again at the 78.6 and swing failure of these equal lows. The take profit already hit in the last two trades. If I would be to take another setup, I would like a sweep of these two equal lows and then take a trade again here. I really like the setup here. I really, really, really like it. Then for the take profit, most likely I'll go with the TP1 at 69. Yeah, 2.5 are not great, not terrible, but then I would look for a 61.8 maybe retest. There you go, around here. So I really like this setup. So let's put them above. So I have a setup on Aster. Bitcoin, I don't have yet anything and I'm not touching it. There is a setup on Hype, a short on Hype, a long limit on Aster that I'm expecting, a daily long on XPL. I still have this one running. Nothing I can do. I'm not touching it. The stop loss is at 76.2. Ethereum, I'm not touching it yet. S&P 500. I think I had a chart, but yeah, there you go. So I posted this chart yesterday on VIP, and I was explaining the fact that there is still upside momentum for S&P 500, and I can easily see it starting performing, tapping that 8,000, 8,500 area. Um, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. This sort of an AB equals CD, AB, CD here to the upside. Still strong, um, as you can see. I tried multiple setups, multiple limit orders, but seems like it didn't succeeded. But I made different plan last month. Actually, 2 months ago, I started posting lots of stocks. By the time that people started observing how well they are performing, I think most of them already ran. So most of the stocks that I posted are already in deep, deep, deep profits. CheveX, one of the next setups on a daily basis that I was looking for. It's a power of three. I'm waiting for the sweep of all that liquidity. And if I get a reclaim at 1.44, then I will add to some longs. It depends a lot on how the price will react here at 1.44. Why I'm looking at this setup? Because we had exactly the same setup here. We had a long consolidation, then we had a dump, daily W, and then pump. So as you can see here, I will wait for that daily W structure to happen. Cheese, I don't like this one, it's compressing. Dash, I'm still swing long. Doge, I'm still swing long. Ethereum Fi, man, it's looking bad. FET, I took the profits. I'm not aiming to short yet. It can go a little bit higher into 31, 33. I know a lot of people want to short that one, but I don't have a setup. Litecoin, take profit almost hit. You can see I'm still aiming for that 47. And lots of people said, well, I don't think Litecoin will dump that bad. Well, look at it now. And I have this long posts since few weeks already, since April. I was waiting for it. Tao. Well, Tao, it's weaker than I expected. It dumped from this M top intermediate level. It didn't manage to pump into the 61.8. I would have liked to see a 61.8 pump in Tao, but it didn't happen. I'm waiting for the longs at the 200 level now. Total, this is a chart which I mentioned yesterday. Yeah, there is quite a good probability for the price to dump all the way down here to 2 trillion. Depends a lot on how the price is reacting. XPL, Plasma, isn't, no, that's, yeah, actually it's the same chart. I need to take it out from here because I have it twice. ZEC, not looking bad now if we look back, but we confirmed a big, big, big daily double top. Then still long, and this one, I don't know what it's doing here. Now the stocks, not looking bad. I took some daily Ws. Most of them, they are daily W plays, and they are performing quite nice. They are performing quite nice. Let's take some chart requests. So let's make a little wrap up. Aster, I'm waiting for a limit long here at 65. Litecoin, I'm still waiting for the take profit. It's still dumping. I'm not aiming to long anytime soon. Hyperliquid, short from this double top and the previous month high deviation. Is still strong, yeah. It's still holding the uptrend momentum. Here you can see one low, two lows, three lows, and the trend line is somehow holding strong. I had a target at 81, 85, a target which I posted last year. Some of you know that I posted Hyperliquid. I posted that I'm bidding when it was about $20. Also, one of our gladiators and good buddy from Crypto Arena, Bocian, he was indeed mentioning that he's buying every hype, that he can below $20. And seems like it wasn't a bad plan because it was the best performing coin in the space. So if you go and search, we did spoke about bidding hype at 20 and then selling at around 70, 81 to 85. Partial take profit because I think in a bull market this one can perform way better. XPL, so XPL long, CVX I'm waiting, Aave it's on. And honestly, Bitcoin I'm interested here to reclaim this equal lows. Should I take this 5 minutes W? Oh my god. I think let's see. And then I'll take some requests. It's against the poke. This is what I hate here. Let me check also the CVD, but I took a low position size. One second. I took it with 0.5 risk. Let's see if we have any OBV divergence. The CVD is not looking bad. Well, OBV is just following the price action, just tries to W out. Let's see 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour we have some potential divergence. Let me check. Not bad. And actually it's confirmed here. Look at it. We confirmed it here. So yeah, there is some bullish divergence going on OBV also. 1 hour. I'll check also Solana. 1 second, let me post it on VIP. Also, we have a nice 3 drives pattern here going on. And It can be potentially the beginning of a Wyckoff if we just reclaim the three drives pattern. And if we reclaim the Monday low with momentum here, this is the main pivot point. And usually, from my experience, what I saw, we have an intermediate previous 4-hour structure confirmation like we see now. Then the price will reclaim Monday low. And what's happening is that they will not give a retest back. This is why I'm intending to take a position somewhere around here. Then it most likely breaks out the Monday low, goes into the previous 4-hour high, takes Monday low as support, and then continues higher. So around here at the Monday low will be potentially another trade opportunity. Now I'll take some requests from the Twitter comments. I won't take any requests from the YouTube comments. This is one of the rules of these lives. One second. All right. Let's take the request down from the comments. Please check Solana. So we have a long on Bitcoin. Let's check Solana. Monday low. No, I'm not taking Solana. It left equal lows. And we are below the previous month low. Basically, this is a short setup. So no, thank you. I want long equal lows. I never like to put my risk on equal lows. Near it's been performing really nice lately. I did had some longs on near from the 1.80 this area 1.1. Most likely we'll witness a 3.3 3.4 on near because of the equal highs in the previous month high. So I still think it has some momentum, but I'm not aiming too long here. I don't see a setup. I like this 1.6 level. ICP, I was looking for a sort of an AMD and sweep of 1.9. I'm not aiming to take any long position on this one. It's already played out if we watch this trend line here. Already played out at the poke. We had a nice bounce, but I'm not going to chase it. Can you have a look, please? Peter asked at Neiro. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. Let me take out the SVP. Not bad. This area is very good for Neiro. I would like it to see somewhere around here for a long. Yeah, 64. I like it. I also like that you posted the charts. Very nice. Well done, Peter. LQTY. Nice, 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 nice. A really nice AMD setup here. This should be the low risk buy area, around 26. And basically the price should not go anywhere below those pivot points. So there is a nice setup on LQTY here. Really nice one. I like it. Good eyes. I'll actually put a limit order. CRV, haven't I spoke about CRV? No, that was something else, was CVX. CRV is not followed by any structure on the other side of the trend line. Most likely goes for the equal lows here. And we can get an AMD below 0.2. Now let's go into Pendle. Nice. Nice chart. We have a nice breakout here. I would look for these equal lows, man. Those equal lows are really juicy. Or even this W1.14 or 1.23. I like this box here. I really like it. Really good eyes, Peter. Really good eyes. Let's put an alarm. I'm looking for some trades here, for some longs. Can you do Sui? Okay, let's take Sui. Yeah, same stuff. Let it swing failure all the lows and I'm going to take a long if we reclaim that area. Yeah, the alpha trade is still valid for me. I have 1% risk on that one. I mentioned it already multiple times. I have something that might interest you. CRO, isn't this the stock you mean? Or the crypto, the shitcoin? Man, look at those, all those equal lows. Yeah. Night, not looking bad. Nice daily W here. Not bad. And then Paul. Not bad either. Looks like he's ranging still though. Let's see if we have any other requests. Seems like the only profitable Bitcoin trade is to short every green candle. Yeah, seems like. Check high time frame weeks is possible. Looks like 50 is held. Weeks. Ah, it's a stock. I was already charting this one. Yeah, I'm waiting for on the other side of the trend line. It's a good area, 50.9. I think I already posted this chart if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and I was waiting for the swing failure of this pivot low, 50.9. Good morning, good morning. Any other chart requests? Let's see. Ondo. Let's go and check Ondo. It wasn't one Ondo, one Kondo. What's happening with that saying? Yeah, Ondo, I think I already charted this one. 0.29, 0.26. I'm not going to chase here. I'm waiting in that area. I took a look already at ICP. Haven't I? I think I already took a look at ICP and we discussed about it. I was front run. I'm not aiming to chase here. I already have lots of ICP, honestly. I have more than enough, around 2.2, 2.3 ICP level. I have more than enough ICP. I'm not going to add more to my bags from here. Yeah, this is quite a clear setup. 1 hour confirmed. Bullish divergence, a potential 3 drives, previous 4 hour low reclaim. But thing is that the only thing that I don't like is that London didn't deliver the nice setup, hadn't delivered the nice setup in a long period of time. And it's just looking so bad. as London usually fails to deliver. Link is not looking great. Looks like it lost a key SNR. It's going below that one. I have limit orders on Link at 6.5. And there is quite a good probability we just reject this 9 level and go there. Yeah, it's not looking great. Well, I checked all the comments. I don't see any other new comment here. Kernel? I heard about this one. Man, this shitcoin is such an old one. Such an old one. I know I was having it on spot. I mean, I still have it, but oh my God. Well, yeah, it's not looking bad, but it's not followed by any structure on the other side of the trend line. So, for example, if I'm looking at this, let's say, it's just ranging for the moment. I'm not adding any more shitcoins, honestly, to my spot list. I'm quite done with the shitcoins that I have until I see a proper structure on others and I mean proper structure on the other side of the trend line here. Yeah, until they get on the other side of the trend line. Like here, like here. Yeah, we still have lots of work to do. I'll just play them locally, like you see XPL, for example. And that's all. Like Aster. Do, do, do. Well, this shit fails to deliver. Nothing we can do. Well, let me know if you have any other questions because I don't want to prolong this one more than this. Point is that it's not easy to trade a low time frame right now on Bitcoin, on anything. And what I would do is actually I would wait for proper setups. We need a proper low, which we don't have. We only make lower lows, lower highs. I said I'm not taking requests from this chat. You put a request on Twitter, on Twitter post. I'm not taking any requests from the YouTube chat. So if we go back on daily, this is what I want to see on Bitcoin. I want to see this weekly fair value gap, which we tapped right now. We are right inside the weekly fair value gap. I want to see those equal lows here reclaimed. It's quite important. This is one of the points why I wanted to take a long, because if market is reclaiming these equal lows and the weekly fair value gap, I think we can have a pretty nice bounce. And we can retest this supply area at 70,000, which is here, 73,000, and that would make a 8R trade, which is not bad at all. That's why I'm willing to take a few shots here. All right, let's check Twitter once again. Maybe anyone posted another another chart request, and then I'll call it a session. Yeah, there we go. PHA. Well, you mean the stock PHA, or you mean the shitcoin? There is a shitcoin, I know, an altcoin. PHA, yeah, this one. I think this one you mean. Weekly is looking bad. Daily has some potential at those equal lows. 78.6 fib. Around here, first I would like to see a reaction. So 0.028. Injective. Well, injective looks like it's ripping. Look at the analysis that I had. I bought injective at 3.045. Seems like it's already doing a sell half on a double here. Nothing I can do. You know me, I absolutely hate buying deep premium or equilibrium. I either buy the discount or I don't buy it at all. Yeah, so 3.045, I got my fill orders and running. Aztec. Aztec. No. Tell me this is a joke. Yeah, I already charted Fala network. Can you see the DGT? Yeah, this one. Yeah, not looking bad actually. Swap the lowest low. Usually that's a good location. Go on a daily basis. We had a daily W here and sort of a power of 3. It's still, let's say, condemned to lower lows and lower highs, as we can see, but there is some structure forming. And the price is trying to get past that. The risk to reward is there. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I like this area, 8.3, 8.4. I'll put a limit order and wait for the price to get me that retest. It's not looking bad. Good spot here on DGT. If you manage to get some bags under 80 bucks, 8.4, that's a good area. That's a damn good area. That's what this shitcoin is doing. Absolutely nothing hovering my entry. Oh my god. No more requests. Most likely the real move will happen tonight at the New York session. I don't see any strength in the price action right now. And if the strength will start building from my entry, okay, might be okay with that. But even though we have some bullish divergence on the OBV, potential 3 drives here. We don't have the Monday low reclaim. The Monday low is the strongest pivot, but then if we already reclaim it, then the risk to reward is not that good anymore for me. Yeah, so that's why I don't want to wait too much for the Monday low to be reclaimed, because then the risk to reward is diminished. That being said, thank you very much for tuning in. In 4 hours from now, I'll be live at the New York session with the guys from Discord. It will be live for everyone, so if you want to hop in, yeah, let me know, and we'll see you in the New York session. The price action is not that easy. Protect your capital until you see proper structure, proper levels, and just wait. Don't try to push it. Lower the risk. That's what you see I did. Lower the risk in half. from what you're usually doing until you see the price action respecting the levels. Nothing we can do. Absolutely nothing. Just wait, use proper risk management, and wait more time. That being said, thank you very much, guys. See you in 4 hours from now at the New York trading session, where hopefully we can actually take some trades. Bye bye.